Dennis Horton. He's the executive director of the Rockford Regional Office of the Better Business Bureau. Dennis, good morning to you.
Good morning, Wiley.
I want to pass along to you. I get more notes after you come on with us from people saying, I never knew that. Hey, that was a great idea from Dennis. I'm looking into that. I decided to go with this. I went that direction. You have given us valuable information each and every time we get together. I just want to pass along my appreciation. You're saving people money, time, trouble, and headaches.
Well, thank you for providing the platform, sir.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Look, you're helping me all at the same time as well. Now we're in tax season. I understand that's something that's on your radar.
And it is going to be very different than it has been, and we're expecting it to be a bonanza for scammers when we look at the fact that there are multiple changes in the tax returns this year, plus we compile that with the government shutdown, and there are questions around that, when our tax returns going to be processed and how quickly and all of those things. And scammers are quick, and they're taking note of that. And while we hear about the IRS scams all the time, we also have to be concerned about what is really going to happen with your tax. If you're going to get a refund, is it going to get to you? So we are making sure that people are aware that as quickly as you can, make sure that you get your taxes filed, which sort of blunts the possibility that some scammer, if by some chance they get the correct information and can file a return in your name, but directed to either their account or to their house, you can prevent that from happening.
You know, it's just astounding that the minute that there's a little confusion starts to float around in the water a little bit, like it has with the shutdown and the processing of tax returns and all that, the minute there's a little question mark that floats above the public, man, the scammers come in like there's blood in the water.
It's really it is amazing. You know, we've talked about this for years now, that they're quick, they're smart, they stay on top of the news as much as, or probably more so than most people. And if there is the slightest amount of confusion, they'll take advantage of it.
And because they know that you're not quite sure exactly how to go about this, and someone coming in purporting to know the ways around all of this and work you through it, that you'll be happy to have their help until it turns out you've lost your money.
Right, especially being that, you know, taxes are confusing, and everyone is a little bit afraid of the IRS and making a mistake. And, you know, you don't want to have a problem with the IRS, and they take advantage of that. That's how come the IRS scam continues to be profitable for them, because people are afraid that they might be in trouble, even though they, in the deep recesses of their minds, know that there shouldn't be any reason that they would be in trouble. They react to the fear.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know, when you get these calls that you're in arrears with the IRS, and you know, we're going to issue a warrant for your arrest, and you need to call back right away. Boy, there's a reason that call keeps going out, because it hits home with people.
This is true, and it's not just consumers. The scammers also target tax preparation services as well. They do it in any number of ways, pretending to be one of their clients. And so we want to make sure that the tax preparers are also on their toes and watching for anything that is a little bit out of the ordinary. If you're contacted only by email from someone as a tax preparer, and no one ever wants to come into the office, and they don't want to talk to you over the phone, then there's a problem here, and you should avoid doing business with those people.
Yeah, save yourself time, trouble, money, other difficulties, legal difficulties that could go along with that. Yeah, make sure you're aware of who you're talking to and what information you're giving them. All right, so tax season scams are in full swing. Business scams, too.
I got an email this past week from one of our accredited business owners who was questioning the legitimacy of a business opportunity. And after I checked into it a little bit, as it turns out, it was a scam. It was from a company called Euronet Construction Group, LLC, offering an opportunity to become one of its representatives. And if you become one of their representatives, well, frankly, they were going to make you not necessarily rich, but you're going to find another stream of profit that wasn't there for you previously. Business owners are always looking for ways to earn money for their businesses,
sure.
and running a business is no easy task, so they keep looking for those. They're always on that quest. So what we want to warn people about is if you get an email or a phone call from someone who is offering you a great opportunity to raise quick cash, or if you are in need of a loan and you're online looking for a loan, make sure that you vet those companies very, very well, because those websites that you may find online can be produced very quickly and very professionally. And you never know who it is you're dealing with. So the best thing to do, one, is to stay off the internet looking for that loan.
True.
But if that's the tack you have to take, make sure that you are vetting that company very well. And if you would give us a call at 815-963-2222, we'll help you in that regard. But there are also some other scams, advanced fee scams. An individual or a company claims to be able to provide low-cost or great guaranteed loans, all those kinds of scams. If there's a guarantee provided that no questions asked, you're going to get this loan, there's going to be a problem here, because there are always questions that should be asked. And if you are guaranteed a loan, any legitimate company is not going to tell you at first blush, yes, you're going to get this loan guaranteed. They're simply not going to do that until they do all the paperwork and find out if you're creditworthy. So all kinds of things like that need to be watched for.
Sure, and almost putting yourself, a little empathy, putting yourself in the place of the person who's doing the loaning. If you were about to loan somebody some money, a guy walks up and goes, yeah, I'm going to need $50 tomorrow. Oh, sure, I don't need any background. I don't need anything. Let's just give you that money. No legit place runs that way. So that's one of those falls under, it seems too good to be true. It definitely is.
And one of the things with a lot of the business scams that we find, they pop up. If you are searching for a loan and you're online, you're going to have all kinds of those ads popping up and following you all over the internet all the time. If you're looking, as I was, for a new iron the other day, and all of a sudden I have pop-ups all over the internet while I am not even looking any longer and have already made the purchase. But the internet and technology allows for you to be tracked that way. So you must be careful while you are online doing any kind of business.
And as far as needing money goes, look to lenders that you know are legit.
Exactly.
Look for the local brick and mortars and see who's legit. They're happy to talk to you about a loan. Maybe not as happy as the people who are going to scam you and not give you any money, but almost as happy, and you'll be better off talking to them.
And stay off Craigslist doing the same thing.
Yes, that's a fine idea there, too. Yeah, Craigslist and financial health and safety doesn't there. And then you mentioned, on the lighter side, while it's still a scam, you've now heard it all, scammers masquerading as priests.
We got over the weekend, my boss sent us an email with a link to a story from the Archdiocese, from the BBB of Omaha and the Archdiocese in Omaha, where scammers are targeting parishioners masquerading as priests. Parishioner notified the diocese that she had gotten a text message from a person who sounded as though they could be her priest from her parish, and asked that she go and get a $500 Google Play gift card for a friend who was in the hospital, and he would pay her back. If people who are going to church on a regular basis trust and will believe their ministers, their priest,
sure,
their rabbi, or whoever, and the person who, the scammer in this case, who was targeting 4 different parishes, understands that very often when a minister asks for help, the parishioners react, and they don't always question, the need or whatever. So one of the things, while it hasn't happened here, if it's happened there, and I don't think at this point that anybody was actually scammed, but it's possible that somebody will be, because wherever a scam starts, it's bound to spread. If it didn't work so well for this person in Omaha, they'll move next to another city, and that city could be Rockford. And we just want to make people aware, while it is apparent that nothing is sacred. We need to always be on our toes. I actually laughed when I heard about it, but it is something that could happen because, one, getting the names of parishioners, some churches post their directories online.
Right.
So getting an email address or phone number or being able to text someone is pretty easy to do.
Yeah, I never really thought about that. And then there are certain people in your life that have that built-in credibility. And, being a member of a church, being your like you said, your priest, your minister, your rabbi, whatever, they have that confidence that one looks for, that built-in trust and credibility. And you can see why people would fall for that one quicker than they would for others.
Exactly. It is about the trust, and that's what scammers have to work on. One, they got to get you to trust them very quickly, and if it's coming from a priest, the trust is going to come very rapidly.
Yep, and your money will go even more rapidly.
Well, you nailed that one.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. It is a dangerous world out there, my friends, and we are lucky to have the Better Business Bureau keeping an eye on the horizon at all times for these incoming threats. And for people who want to follow up on this, want to learn more, you can go to the website for one, correct?
BBB.org. Or if you have a question, you can give us a call here at 815-963-2222.
Once again, an invaluable resource, the Better Business Bureau, working every day to make things better for you and keep that money you work so hard for in your own pocket. Dennis, as always, we're grateful for the time. We're grateful for the info. I'll look forward to our next chat.
You have a great week.